Hello and welcome to Colin's Comic Corner. I'm your host, YouTube channel, Supermroneill. Now today we're going to look at my favorite run on Batman. Now, it's kind of hard for me to call it my favorite because I only read the first trade paperback. The reason why, I'll get into that for a bit, but my favorite run is Frank Quitely and Grant Morrison's Batman and Robin, Batman Reborn. But Batman and Robin has Dick Grayson as Batman and not Bruce Wayne, so therefore it is not a real Batman story. Now, to those of you thinking that this is not a Batman story in true form because of the fact that it's Dick Grayson as Batman instead of Bruce Wayne, because during this time he was dead, I say to you that the Robin series in the 90s wasn't about Robin because it wasn't Dick Grayson as Robin. Basically saying that is putting the same logic in it, I suppose. The reason why I think this is probably my favorite run on Batman is because of the fact that it perfectly forms together the stylings of the Silver Age quirkiness with the modern age grittiness, and it does it seamlessly, perfectly, and that is of course attributed to Grant Morrison's amazing writing as well as the amazing artwork of Frank Quitely in the first 3 issues, and then it changes to Philip Tan. I've never read anything by him before this, Philip Tan, and his artwork is pretty good. Now I must say, after going from Quitely's artwork, Frank Quitely is my personal favorite artist, the quality does kind of seem to drop, but Philip Tan, respectfully, is an amazing artist. But it's just something going from like your favorite artist to an artist you've never seen before. It is definitely going to give you a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. Now, I not only own the first trade paperback, I own the first 3 issues, the 3 issues that Quitely drew the interiors for. He did all the covers of the entire Morrison run up to issue 16. I believe that was the last that Morrison wrote for this series. Yeah, here's the issues as I just showed you. Issue 1, 2, and 3. I especially like issue 3's cover really well. And issue 2's cover is amazing too. It's just that solid blue color background with the city, and really, really brilliant. Now, as I mentioned, I didn't read the whole run, Grant Morrison's whole run, because DC decided to release them in hardcover first. Why the hell would they do that? It makes no sense. Like, personally, I don't like buying hardcovers as much. Now, I do own some hardcovers. But I don't want to buy a hardcover. If it's a series that I like and I know I'm going to be buying a bunch of different books, like a sequel to it, or whatever, I don't want to buy it in hardcover because, for one, it's more expensive, and for 2, it takes up more room on my shelf. Bottom line, DC fucked up big time. And the second edition isn't due out in regular trade paperback softcover until, I don't know, I'll annotate the date for it. And that is just a huge blunder on their part. And I believe that they did this as well with the return of Bruce Wayne, which is about Bruce Wayne's supposed death. Spoiler. And they only released it in hardcover, I believe. And it'll be due out in like trade paperback, like at some weird date or something like that, I believe. And I think they're going to do that with Batman Incorporated as well. The series after Batman and Robin that Grant Morrison picked up writing duties. Excuse me. And I think I have yet to read Batman Incorporated. I own the first 2 issues. I bought them out of impulse buy, to be honest, because I saw them there and they're in the plastic and stuff. So I said, yeah, I might as well pick these up. I'll probably get to them soon. It's just I'd like to finish Batman and Robin first. I know you probably don't need to read Batman and Robin to read Batman Incorporated, because I sure as hell didn't need to read Batman R.I.P. and Batman and Son and all that stuff to understand Batman and Robin. Now that I've explained all that, what is Batman and Robin about? Well, it is basically about, after Bruce Wayne's supposed death, Dick Grayson, the original Robin, who was then Nightwing when Bruce died, takes up the mantle as Batman after the Battle for the Cowl storyline that Tony Daniel, I believe, wrote and drew. He took up the mantle as Batman, and Bruce Wayne's son, Damian, yes, that's right, Bruce Wayne got busy and he had a son. Bruce Wayne's son, Damian, becomes a new Robin. Now, of course, you may say this isn't a true Batman story because it's not Bruce and it's not Dick or Jason or Tim as Robin. But it's so much better. It's so much better that way, because you have Dick Grayson, who is a more chilled person, a more relaxed professional person, because he was a circus performer. He's more agile. He's more acrobatic. He is more fast, I suppose. Bruce Wayne is, a big, bulky person. And you can tell by the way he's drawn. You can tell by the way both Quitely and Tan draw him. He's more thin, it seems, because he's a more faster and agile person. And Damian Wayne is Damian Wayne's mom is Talia al Ghul, who is Ra's al Ghul's daughter, who is one of Batman's adversaries. You may know him as played by Liam Neeson in the movie Batman Begins. And he was trained by the League of Assassins. Now, this is a Robin. This is like a 10-year-old kid, I believe. I think his age is 10 or 13, something like that. I don't know. It doesn't really say, and really, who gives a shit? It's kind of implied anyway. That you have this 10-year-old kid, kind of, that age, preteen age, who is just a total fucking asshole, and he is okay with killing people. And then you have Dick Grayson, former Robin, new Batman, who wants to pick up Bruce's job and wants to do it as faithfully as he can, and he wants to do it as effectively as he can without killing anyone, without hurting anyone. He wants to be professional. The contrast of the two and the conflict between them is perfect. Damian holds great scorn against Dick because you can't replace my father, blah, 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 stuff like that. And I think probably one of the best scenes with Damien is just a scene where the supervillain is doing something stupid. His name is Professor Pig. He's doing this stupid, weird dance, and he's oinking at the same time because his name is Professor Pig, and he's wearing a pig mask. And at the end of it, you know, it's just a shot of Damien's face, and he's just looking at him straightly, and he said, "That's gay." Like, it's just so funny. It's something that a kid would say. And Grant Morrison writes a damn good pissed off kid. So what don't I like about this? I can't really say. I don't really know because I haven't read the full damn series yet. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably saying, well, how can you say it's your favorite when you haven't read the whole thing? By this one trade paperback, it has convinced me more than any of these, runs on Batman that I've read that this is most definitely my favorite. That's saying something. And also, what I forgot to mention is the fact that Batman and Robin also brings up the whole point and the whole question, well, not even the question, the whole point that these characters, Batman and Robin, no matter who is the person behind the mask or the cowl, they're not going to die. The image, the icon, the mystique, it's never going to die. And that's what's so good about it. So I have to say, look for the trades. They're really good. Well, this one is really good. I actually got this when it first came out because I pre-ordered it off of Amazon. And I have to say, it's really good read. Definitely should check it out.